Thank you to NTU for hosting such a wonderful workshop, providing everyone an opportunity to discuss blockchain technology. I need to make a clarification of my picture. That was me, but it's like 7 years ago. It's not fake. That is before I do investment. Now it's a real me. Given that I come from a investment background rather than a technical one, so I will refrain from delving too much into the tech, especially in front of so many professors. I was informed that I have 20 minutes today, and I prepared 20 slides in total. I don't want to keep everyone away from their dinner plans, so I will proceed efficiently. To cut to the chase, today I will starting views on the investment outlook for Web3 in the era of regulation. This is about us. As early as blockchain evolution began, we recognized its potential and became one of the earliest institutional participants. The invest journey started in 2015 with 2 team members, and now has grown over 30. We have funded over 500 projects in the realm of infrastructure, tools, and applications. This diagram consists of 3 ellipses. The outermost layer represents our business partners and portfolios. You all should be able to see quite a few remarkable logos, right? Like Standard Chartered, Ethereum. Of course, we are looking forward to the day when we can collaborate with MasterCard. Then I can add one more famous logo. The middle circle denotes our strategic partners, including HashKey Capital, Nanyang Blockchain, and the inner circle is HashKey ecosystem. We now have investment, staking, OTC, and exchange businesses. In bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, as well as gaining regulation recognition, we are taking proactive steps. We have obtained a upgraded Type 9 license in Hong Kong, which allows us to manage 100% virtual assets. We have secured an improving principle for the LFMC license from Singapore's MAS, and we have been selected by EDB as recognized investment firm. This is a snapshot of our investment landscape. Notably, the data at the bottom stands our proof of work. At the same time, we are actively expanding our footprint in Singapore and encouraging our portfolios to establish their presence here as well. We are often asked questions like, how do you do investment? How do you view this market? How do you define the blockchain segment? To these inquiries, these 4 categories might be our current answers. The most fundamental is, of course, the underlying infrastructure, followed by the contract layer. Next comes to the application layer, and finally the service providers. I've put 2 representative portfolio logos below each section for your reference. From our perspective, regulated market offer vast potential, and I have conducted a simple calculation and data comparison to illustrate. Currently, the crypto ETF only account for 0.68% of total market capitalization. Compared to traditional finance, the proportion is nearly around 5%. Whether in terms of overall market size or proportion, there's a tremendous room for growth. Oops, something wrong with the typing. This page is a summary of the regulation policies. As digital asset usage increases, so too do regulations around the world that are put in place to govern them. The crypto landscape is consistently evolving, and keeping up to date with the rules in different global territories is not that easy. For example, in Singapore, exchanges and trading are legal, and the city-state had taken a friendlier position on the issue than some of the regional neighbors. These four points highlights the latest regulatory moves we've observed in Singapore. Very practical and pragmatic. Hong Kong has also made some significant strides, including launching retail-based product like Bitcoin ETF, and they issue license to the virtual asset service providers and asset manager like us. Europe is actively exploring further regulations. I remember in January 2020, the European Commission announced a public consultation initiative seeking guidance on where and how crypto assets fit into Europeans' existing regulatory framework. The Commission followed up in September 2020 with a new proposal known as the Market in Crypto Asset Regulation, short for MICA. In US, while it's quite difficult to find a consistent legal approach at the state level, the US continues to progress in developing federal cryptocurrency legislation, including delegation authorities over digital assets, stablecoins issuer to different regulators. Currently, several traditional asset management institutions have submitted applications for spot Bitcoin ETF to the US SEC, including BlackRock and Fidelity. Additionally, many listed companies have also disclosed their Bitcoin disclosure holdings. You can see Tesla. So based on the current landscape, what are possible directions for institutional compliance and business can we foresee in the near future? I think license is a major step for institutions looking to enter the cryptocurrency finance industry. The regulation is necessary as well. This is to facilitate the exchange of tradable assets among hierarchical virtual asset service providers. And tax clarity is essential in determining the best location for incorporating and operating cryptocurrency-related businesses. And under mass production, central banks are promoting domestic and cross-border payment clearance and settlement using the CBDCs. Also, tokenization. Tokenization offers a way for institutional groups to tap into traditional multi-trillion-dollar markets using the blockchain technology. For market facilitators, some like traditional bank service, fund admins, custodians, auditors, or KYC vendors. Data providers also play a crucial role here because reliable data is fundamental. It's a fundamental thing for solid investment and research. To be frankly, Web3 is not yet ready. For example, how to balance between users' privacy and the institutional KYC requirements, like how to prove or audit institutions' assets reserve are adequate, how to check if the token is compliant with AML and CTF. But those unfinished gaps, in our view, represent a tremendous opportunity in terms of investment. Given our time limit, I will pick up the pace. Ethereum Shanghai hard fork, also referred to as Chapella, has been finalized. This enabling withdrawals for users who have staked their Ether to secure and validate the transactions on the blockchain. Interestingly, recent discussion between Ethereum community member Ryan Berkmans and the Lido ecosystem contributor Sasha regarding the liquid staking derivative protocol validator shares have been quite insightful. I'd recommend checking it out yourself. And the Cancun upgrading is coming soon. Cancun will include the much anticipated EIP 4844. This is a massive scalability upgrade for layer 2s. Don't know something wrong with the PPT. I think you can all read it. Staking related tax, products, and services provided an institution and wealth management opportunities. It provides them possibilities to join this industry. ZK proof, zero knowledge proof application offer variability for auditing. The modular blockchains. Institutions can utilize development platform like OP-Stack, ZK-Stack, and Orbit. For tools, account abstraction enable wallets to function like smart contract, removing complicated wallet requirements like seed phrases and enabling features like batching complex actions or automatic payments. And MPC solutions. MPC is a multi-party computation. This is a combination of institution custody and self-custody based on the threshold signature. And it's worth noting that smart contract custody can be a compelling tool for institutions as well, though we will not all use the same commercial solution here, but we can potentially all use the same smart contract and set up a multi-signature setup or vesting schedule. Technical infra that could support compliance here. Search for MPC, more precisely, threshold signature scheme I mentioned on last page. Different stakeholders from users, custodians retain unique key segments via distributed key generations. And partial signature could then be used to generate threshold signature for sending transactions on the chain. This approach seamlessly integrates with both comprehensive custody solutions and self-custody setup. But MPC's custody also have a trilemma, just like the blockchain trilemma. Sometimes there are trade-offs in different scenarios. One must adopt the following 3 points to ensure if there's more requirement in compliance and security. First, more verification ways such as email, Google Authenticator, biometrics, and more. Secondly, enhanced hardware segregation. Thirdly, a dynamic policy framework. This can enforce an operational policy. Zero knowledge proofs are also very valuable in ensuring compliance. These are innovative uses of zero-knowledge proofs, like proof of solvency. This is essential for centralized exchange and custodians. Proof of the innocence. This is for privacy tools users. And the discrete KYC process. This is a privacy-preserving KYC for users prioritizing privacy during the identity verification. So for proof of solvency, the initial application for zero-knowledge proof is to prove solvency, right? We have learned our lessons that exchange should undergo rigorous solvency audits since the fail of a famous centralized exchange last year. I think you all know its name. Merkle proofs of solvency have been used. ZK snarks, grounded in KZG commitments, can also serve this purpose. Also, as highlighted in Vitalik's blog post, having a safe sex, oh my God, I never thought I would say something so strange in public. Further application is proof of innocence. The real challenge lies in utilizing privacy-focused application on blockchain in a compliant manner. So DKP can address this as well. For instance, when users withdraw assets from a privacy-oriented application, such as a mixer, or we can call it an application with a T, some privacy dApp, leaky snarks can be deployed to confirm that these assets don't originate from source flagged by the regulator. Besides zero-knowledge proof, another useful cryptography primitive could be homomorphic encryption, which has also developed very quickly in the past 2 years, just like the KP. Homomorphic encryption mainly focuses on the privacy with tools like FHE EVM. Computations are done on encrypted data stored by the users only. Typically, only the user sees the full data, but they can use resources from public ledgers. If regulators need the data, user can share it directly. There are also some new discussions about using FHE in steel stress recently on the Ethereum Research Forum. I think you can all check it out. As an institutional investor, we are looking forward to more applications on FHE, ZKP, and PC for compliance purposes in the near future. And we do support these projects actively. Yeah, that's it. In closing, I'd like to express my gratitude once again to NTU and everyone present here for lending their time and attention to this discussion. At HashKey Capital, we're excited about the road ahead, and we welcome any partnerships, discussions, and shared visions. Thank you, and enjoy your evening.